Tennessee Congressman, Chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Mark Green, joins me. Good evening, sir. And tell me, there's sort of a honeymoon today because everyone's sort of happy. I think even Democrats are a little bit happy that there's a speaker. But tell me, how does this new speaker differ in his ability to get legislation passed on the floor with such a close margin between Republicans and Democrats?
Well, thanks for having me on, Greta. Mike is a staunch conservative, and I think he's also a uniter. He's just a great guy, and everybody likes him. I heard it said as people were kind of competing for the speaker's spot, you need to be a guy on a short list that everybody loves and no one particular person despises, and clearly that's Mike Johnson.
Everybody loves. Are you saying everybody on the Republican side, or does anybody on the Democratic side, do they think, yeah, okay, he's a pretty good guy. He's a Republican and I'm a Democrat, but he's a pretty good guy?
Yeah, he's got a lot of good relations on the Democrat side. Of course, the issues are different, and he was clear about that in his comments today. But, just like the organization I started, the Reagan O'Neill Club, where we have Democrats and Republicans come, you don't talk politics, you just have a little bourbon and get to know one another. Mike has those kinds of relationships with people across the aisle, and he's a great guy. I think he's well liked.
Well, I just looked at a video to see whether he walked past former Speaker Nancy Pelosi and whether there's any sort of, nod or anything. It looks like he just turned his back on her. I mean, as a practical matter, that's probably not a particularly good sign, but she's just one vote, but she's a powerful vote.
Yeah, I didn't see that, so I can't say if he wasn't called back by somebody. When you're in the big part of the house, I mean, somebody might have shouted his name from another part of the room and he turned around. I don't know. I didn't see it happen.
All right, fair enough. All right, the motion to vacate, which sort of got the country into this position, and there was some discussion about changing it. Is the motion to vacate still stands so that someone like Congressman Matt Gaetz could pull the rug out from underneath this speaker?
So the rule hasn't changed as of yet, and it's important to understand. I think what Speaker McCarthy did is by negotiating rules in order to get the last remaining votes for himself, he tied the rules to the speaker's chair. And what I think Mike, and I know myself and many others want to see, is those rules separated and given back to the conference. Let the conference vote on them. And if the conference votes on them, I think that rule gets changed. Hopefully that'll happen, and we'll have a motion or a resolution to change the rules, because tying it to the speaker's chair then puts one or two individuals in power over the entire conference. So I anticipate that there'll be a move to get that changed in the near future.
Mr. Chairman, Mark Green, thank you, sir. Hope you come back.
Thanks, Greta. Have a good one.